So I wish I could say this was a win. So rumor, not confirmed, possibly, maybe, could be. Sony canceling contracts with Sweet Baby Inc. attached. So again, this isn't the win that everyone will think it is. Um, Sony, it's I don't know why they would bother hiring Sweet Baby Inc. when they're just as bad. Like, why would you hire a company that would come in and just force diversity, equity, inclusion, and everything when you already do that yourselves? You already have a team of untalented writers. So why would you invite more untalented writers to come in? You already have writers who are more concerned with, oh, well, this character is going to be black. Well, what makes them special? Why should we care about them? Well, didn't you hear me? I said they're black. I'm sorry, I don't give a crap about a character just because they're black. So Sony's already doing that crap. Now, if it was something like, I don't know, Squaresoft or Square Enix, Squaresoft. It was they used to be Squaresoft. Square Enix or whatever other company, they'd be like, "Oh, great, good." But Sony, they're already basically Sweet Baby Inc. Um, but a new rumor alleges that Sony is canceling contracts with Sweet Baby Inc. attached to them. This rumor comes from the Gothic Therapy YouTube channel and their Sweet Baby Inc. insider. Gothic Therapy host of the Master of TDS shared a verified SBI insider has come forward with something massive. Something massive. Sony has started canceling contracts, specifically the ones with SBI attached. Later in the video, he elaborated. The source we fully verified, someone who's given us solid info in the past, reached out with the claim Sony has started canceling projects that have Sweet Baby Inc. attached. His co-host, Writing Raven, added, we don't know every project, and we can't confirm each title independently, but the source was very clear. These cancellations weren't random, they were deliberate. Specifically, Master of the TDS revealed that a God of War Ragnarok follow-up project that had Sweet Baby Inc. attached to it was scrapped. According to our insider at Sweet Baby Inc., Sweet Baby Inc. was involved in a follow-up to God of War Ragnarok. Whether that was a DLC, a spin-off focus on Atreus, or even a full sequel, we can't say for sure. But what we do know is this: the project may no longer be moving forward. Again, like Sweet Baby Inc., it's just a company full of untalented, uncreative hacks. They don't care about telling a good story. They're more concerned with inserting as much forced DEI as possible. I've said before, DEI is fine. If you want representation, great. If the character is trans, black, whatever, great. Just make them well written. Make us care about them. Because if you're going to be playing a game for 30, 100 plus hours, you need a reason to care about the character that you're going to be following. If you're going to be watching a movie for an hour and a half, you need a reason to care about the character. That's why people do these things. They don't do it to waste time. People watch movies and play games and read comics to form a connection, to be entertained by these, to immerse themselves in these worlds for a little bit. So if a character is black for the sole purpose of being black and they lack any depth, any real character or personality traits, what good is the character? So if you're going to be black in a game, great. Just be a good character. It's not that hard. And for some reason, we say this and we're still called racist. You want to know what's racist? Adding people in for the sake of adding people in. People based on their skin color. Or in this case, leaving out certain groups of people because of their skin color, meaning Let's add as many black people as possible while leaving out white people. That's racist. So, and then the people who claim that they aren't racist always make these forced characters stereotypes. I've said before, how many times have you seen a game with a black character or a movie or whatever where the character is black, it's a black woman, and they're always sassy and loud? That's what they think of you. That's what they think about black women. They think that black women are sassy and loud. I've said before about how many times have you seen the trope of the flamboyant gay man? That's what they think of you because they don't truly believe that a masculine gay man exists. They've all got, like, all gay people have got to be, hey, sweetie. Oh, girl, you look so fine right now. They think that all gay men are flamboyant. That is what they think of you, and yet we're the ones called homophobes and racists. We're calling this crap out. We don't care about the diversity. If you want to make a black character, or bi, or gay, or this or that, whatever, just make them a good character, and don't insert them just for the sake of having them there. I mean, if I really don't understand what's so hard to comprehend about this. Freaking, you can't see him. Rox is right there. Can't comprehend this. Why cannot these grown adults, why can't these grown fucking adults not comprehend this? Roxas, I mean, you get it, right? But you're a cat and you get it. As noted by Gothic Therapy, Sweet Baby Inc. previously worked on God of War Ragnarok. The game was released on Steam last September and only hit a peak concurrent player count of 35,000. That was less than half of what the 2018 God of War game did when it was released in Steam back in 2022. It hit a peak concurrent count of 73,000. We got Kratos mid-dab. People still dab, don't they? He's like, "Urgh." He dabs on the bodies of his crushed enemies. Even more interesting was about this rumor is that there might appear to be a shift in how developers are looking at Sweet Baby Inc. Back in January, Master of the TDS reported that the company has not lost any contracts and was still getting work. In fact, Kim Belair said during an XOXO presentation in October 24 that the company was still working with developers. She said, I was so worried that studios would stop working with us. I was worried we seemed too toxic, because you are. I worried we seemed too dangerous. You are a risk. You are a risk, bitch. You are a risk. Notice, you never suffer any of the repercussions. You work with a company, you infest that company's game with bull crap, terribly written bull crap, and then they're the ones who have to lay people off. They're the ones who have to go out of business. And yet, you never have to suffer. You don't have to say, oh, Sweet Baby Inc. had to lay off. No, you never suffer any of this. Never. These people have the perfect freaking business strategy. Go in, ruin a company's fucking game. If they sink that company, who cares? They've already been paid. What happened was that, at least privately, every team worked with was quite supportive. The external silence, I'll say, was deafening at times and also frustrating, but such is the way of corporate. But it was still nice fundamentally, I think, to realize that studios, teams, and individuals still wanted us around and still saw our value. You know, it's sabotaging. You know, it's like being on a plane or something and like sabotaging it yourself. You know, a pilot or something. You know, these companies are the pilots or the conductors, and you know, bringing Sweet Baby Inc. on is like setting up that bomb, knowing that it's going to go off eventually. You're sabotaging and risking everything and everyone on board. You know, Sweet Baby Inc. is going to come in and ruin your game. And yet these companies keep doing it. And then when the game does horribly, and then people have to be laid off, they're like, well, how did this happen? How did this happen? We didn't see this coming. Yeah, you didn't see it coming. And yet everyone on Twitter, on social media told you, hey, this is going to happen. You are going to fail, and you're going to have to lay people off. You still act like you're surprised. However, while Belair claimed that the company had not lost any work, any former employee who uses the code name Kazuma Hashimoto detailed in a Twitch stream in September 2024, there are definitely jobs. There are definitely jobs that I've had where like people have seen like the fact that I work for Sweet Baby Inc. And it's been a year since I worked with them, and it's just like a contractual basis when I was just like periodically for like a couple of years, people will literally be like, hey, are we going to get harassed for hiring you? And I think that really sucks. That's instead of like, we'll protect our employees, the employer and the potential person giving you the contract will be more concerned about more concerned about that than protecting their employees. Kind of fucked up. Like, you know. Oh, I thought I read that. No, Sony doesn't really need SBI. They're woke enough themselves. Look at the garbage in their first studios. Garbage their first party studios are making, like Ghosts of Yote and whatever that ugly Naughty Dog game is called. What was it called? Heretics in Space? Spatial Heretics? The Heretic Who Loved Me? Intergalactic Heretics, a go-go. I can't even remember the name. I don't even remember the name now. Hang on. It's Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. I knew it had Heretic in it. And I knew it had Intergalactic in it. Intergalactic 2, Electric Boogaloo. But yeah. Sony doesn't need help by Sweet Baby Inc. They're already good enough at destroying their own games. But anyone who trusts this company, Sweet Baby Inc. No. Because again, they don't care about actually making good stories or good characters. They see it as an outlet to just, hey, we can make games less white. That's all they care about. That's all they're really doing. They just want to make games less white and less straight. So they'll force all these characters in, but then none of those characters are well written. They're not relatable. They're not genuine. And then when the game fails because no one has a connection to the game or the characters or whatever, they're like, how can this happen to me? I made my mistake. No. It's just like shocked Pikachu face. It's like, how did this happen? We told you. We've been telling you for years how you can make a good game, but no one wants to listen. Instead, you'd rather just come out and call us phobes and isms. So you know what then? Fuck you. Keep failing. Keep hiring people like Sweet Baby Inc. Keep going down that route that no one really wants anymore. Even the people you pander to, the people you think who want it, they don't even want it. And going for that 0.00001% of people who still buy it, that's not enough to make you a profit. Not the heretic profit. A money profit. That's not enough to make you anything. And then once again, you'll come out like, oh, how did this happen? How did the game fail? because you're pandering. And the pandering isn't even paying off for you. Why don't you just stick to making good games with good stories and good characters, regardless of what race or gender they might be? Just make them good. I don't understand what's so hard to comprehend about this. Roxas. Like, seriously, Roxas, do you understand? Yeah. He's like, I understand, Grandpa. I know what you're saying. But modern gaming, modern day, who cares about telling good stories or making good characters? Let's just force people, diversity in there. And when people say something about it, let's just call them phobes and isms. And when the game fails, it's all their fault, not our fault. The company's fault for making a bad product. No. It's the gamer's fault always. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.